So anyway, well, welcome, welcome. And I am inspired by what Jeanette and I know Rick have been doing. So I'm so happy that this is working out. I think this is customer education and it's reminders for all of us. And Jeanette and Rick, you guys are doing just a great job picking up on this. And so thank you for getting us started with our skincare. And next week, we're going to do some Earth Day. So all of these demos and things that we've forgotten about and haven't used and, know in the back of our minds, but then we can remind ourselves and then introduce them to others. So I will turn it over to Ms. Jeanette and her partner, Mr. Rick.
Thank you. Well, I have a little talk before the demo. I will then apply all the products on my hand, and then I will, as I apply each product, I would have asked for people to get their product guide and read what the product that I was using did. Because if they hear it, they might understand why we need to use all the products because they all do something different. Now, I have a great husband and he's got the answers if someone else doesn't have the answers. I'm going to say I'm happy that you're here and that you've come to be introduced to the youth skincare products. And I'm going to say you seem to be interested in a non-toxic environment that you spoke of a few weeks ago. Pretend that you did. And the environmental pollutants are everywhere and they get into our skin. And our skin is the largest organ, so we want to protect it. It takes only a few minutes at a time to protect your skin with the right products. And I was at the Atlanta conference when youth was introduced. I was never so happy to be there that day. I went where all the products were laid out and spoke with the Shaklee people who told us how to apply the products. And also, they went a step further. So I was really pleased to learn about it there. Now, these products are destined to make youth when it was introduced, feel that you are an important person and that they see you, you want people to see you as you are on the inside. So before the products were announced, Shaklee did a clinical study. And the clinical study proved that 100% of the women saw younger skin, but two-thirds of the women actually went and shifted into a lesser decade for their skin. That was an impressive thing to learn about. And the youth products have none of the 2,500 plus toxins that are allowed in skincare in this country, which is probably why we consider youth to be safe and that it does work. So if you have any questions, you can interrupt me as I begin. What I would like, as I say, is someone to answer the questions about each product that enables you to learn more about the product and probably retain a little bit more information. Just so you know, skin renews itself every 30 days when you're in your 20s. But as you age, and about 50, it actually takes 60 days. But when you get past that age, it does take 90 days. So to use these products that go to the cellular level, I think you will be very happy with them. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you my products. I think you should be very prepared when you're doing anything. And so I have them all here and they're all labeled. So here we go. I have to move my camera down and then go here and change my background. Can you see my products here?
Yep,
Okay.
beautiful.
So they are all numbered, and here we go. And so what we're going to do is begin with the first one, which is the cleanser. The one thing I did do when I began doing my demos is I asked a friend, do you wash your face? Well, don't ask that question because the answer she gave me was no. What does one say when you learn that you have a friend who doesn't wash her face? There's nothing you can say. So I would rather say, um, what time of day do you wash your face? And do you use another skincare? So we are going to do the demo on my hand and your hand. I've been doing it on my hand for about 2 weeks now. The amazing part of it, it is such a nicer skin than this skin. On the other hand is like driving on a dirt road. This one is soft and smooth. So the cleanser is the first thing to use. And what you do is you just drop an amount in your finger. However, because I am using only my hand, I think that I have to use far less. So there is one other thing that I learned. Before I put it on my hand, usually if I put it on my face, I have learned that a small amount of liquid like water is a far better thing to have on your face, very small amount. And at one time, I was able to purchase a youth spray bottle. And let me tell you something. When you use it and you spray your face with this in the morning, it wakes you up. Just want you to know it's a good idea. So you want to take your hand and you want to lather up. It was on my face today, really a bigger lather, but there's so little on my hand, it doesn't show that much. However, you want to just clean it up if you have too much on your face. And so, what do you think the cleanser does?
Well, it's soap-free, it polishes, it purifies and prepares your skin, and it's let you face the world with radiance you were born with naturally.
Oh, that's nice, Rick. Okay. So the second part is a toner, and the toner is a very important step. You want to tell them what the toner does as I put some on my cloth here?
Water it exfoliates and hydrates and nourishes your skin. While doing it, it removes the dull cells, the environmental pollutants, and restores a youthful, healthy glow.
So why would we not use this? Some people that are my dear friends will skip the toner or only buy the toner. But the first time I used this and then I looked at my cloth, it was quite dark. And I thought, this is the first time I've actually washed my face because I had never had a dark cloth from my face before. So that was an important thing to learn about. So we'll put that aside. Now, that was number two. And remember, I told you this is a four-step process. There are more products than four because the next product we're going to use is the serum. And the serum can be purchased separately. There is a product on the Shaklee website without serum at all. And I thought that was strange until I learned that there is one that's quite different than the other. Personally, I have been using the one here that I have in my hand, which is the activating serum. It's very plain. You push up the pump and you put, for my hand, a very small amount. But I'm not going to use this one today. I'm going to use the other one to show you the difference. This one you can see through. It's got really classic little bubbles, and you take the top off and you have a pump. And this is called the moisturizing serum. It is a moisturizing activating serum, and it's for people who particularly have sensitive skin. so that it really is more useful for some people. It's formulated that you can have much more hydration. And you want to tell us what it's for?
While your age activating serum, it accelerates skin cell renewal. It produces collagen and elasticin, and it targets the cellular level, where your moisturizing serum replenishes the hydration levels by 212% and maintains an increased hydration level for up to 8 hours.
Wow.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a very small amount in my finger and put it on my hand. Rick, you want to get that? You want to?
Just kill it.
Okay. So you put it on your hand, and remember, when you're putting it on your face, you put it all over your face and your neck. But here we just have a very small space, which is the hand. Now, while I'm here, I'm going to tell you, I want to let it dry because things get absorbed, and I had a little too much there for my hand, so I'm going to let it dry while I tell you. I have a friend who contacted me and wanted to purchase youth, nothing else. And she said, I really need something for my face. So she purchased this same uh, package. It's called the Advanced Anti-Aging Package, which included the first serum that I personally use and not the moisturizing one. But when she sent me a picture of her face, and it was awful, I guess it's a better word. It was uh, swollen. She was itchy. It was red. It was dry. And I got scared. And so what I did is I contacted medical affairs and they said, yes, she should be able to use the products, a very small amount, but also to use the moisturizer serum. Well, she continued using the other, and about 5 days later, she sent me a picture of herself, and she was a new person. It actually worked so well. That's because she was using a toxic product. She was using a prescription for the itch, which totally didn't work. And when she went to youth, the whole thing changed. So it was an amazing, amazing discovery for her.
Wow.
So, anyone have any questions about the two serums?
Now, do you use them both then generally?
No, you use one or the other. This is for the moisturizer to if you need more hydrating and for you who have a more sensitive skin, as did my friend Bev.
Mhm.
But that's that's another story. I contacted her yesterday and she said she even is better than she was 7 days after beginning it.
Fabulous.
Right.
Fabulous.
So now we come to the last step, and that is that we have a moisturizer because without a moisturizer, we wouldn't be completing this process. So, what do you think the moisturizer does?
Protects from the sun and pollution against free radicals, moisturizes and improves the skin tone, and includes SPF 30.
Right. So, this one, small container, you put a very small amount for your hand, remember, a lot more for your face and your neck, and you apply it once your toner has dried, and it is dry. The only thing I see is that it's much more shiny and clean than my other hand. So we'll put some on. Remember, you always put some all over your face and all over your neck. Now, did that take a long time? I don't think so. So while I'm letting it dry, I'm going to tell you about the night moisturizer because daytime has SPF and you don't want and have a need to use that in the evening. So there are a different uh, packaging for your night cream. We have a very light one and a very rich one. You want to tell us what the difference is between rich and, well, first with the light?
So while the light supports the skin cell renewal process and the rich deeply hydrates and softens the skin, both making the skin appear younger looking, smoother, and luminous.
Okay. So I'm going to open this one, and I know you can't see this, but when I open it, because these are new products, it has a little lip. It has a little pointed, and it looks to me like when I whip my cream and it's not whipped completely, you know what I mean? A little tiny bit. But that's my cooking. The other one, I can put it upside down where I would never dare put it upside down if it was the light cream. So when I do a demo and I have these creams, because I need to, if it were my products, put my fingers in it, I can't let my guests put their fingers in it. So I have a small toothpick and I prefer for myself, don't ask me why, the rich one, which is really rich. I mean, you saw it won't fall down. So you put it on your hand or all over your face and your neck, and you put it in. Actually, these do not smell, but there's a very nice aroma when I open the rich cream. That's probably why I use it. It feels great as well. So does anyone have any questions about this? The night cream?
Show us your two hands next to each other.
Okay. Well,
Wow.
this one is shiny and clean, and this one, it looks like I've been driving on a dirt road when I look at my hand. And, these are not young hands, of course. They've gone through a lot, gardening and cooking and knife skills and all the things that I do. And I've not ever hurt my hands. I say to my husband, don't touch my hands, don't pull my fingers. I'm careful about my fingers. So, um, what I discovered today is it works great with all the products, and we should use all the products, not one product one day and another day, and not use them together, because together you will get the same results that the clinical studies got for those women. And I noticed because I have an old product guide, and hold on, I'm going to switch my camera. Okay, you can see me now.
Yes.
I have a product, a pamphlet here, which is from when youth was announced. But today I found if you go on the website and you look under Ambassador Tools, they have a new revised product catalog, not catalog, but pamphlet. It has all the information about youth. It has all the products and it explains each product and each ingredient in detail. Excuse me. So that is the end of my youth demo as I have it, because I was asked to do this demo yesterday. So it was putting it together as I have been doing it. So I think that um, I'm ready to do other demos.